know what? This isn't right. This isn't right. Zach, how long have we had this thing?
Too long.
Too long.
I think.
Look at this.
I think we've had it just as long as Nikki Bella's reign.
I mean, like, look at this thing. Little hunk of plastic. I mean, it did its work. I mean, we need a belt, right?
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Well, almost broke.
That didn't work.
Fuck that. Jake,
Tie that shit.
ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the new belt.
For at least 16 weeks.
As you can see, we have our own fantasy football league outside of 2G, 1B.
So when I win it at the end of the season, it's going to stay right here, even though I'm 0-1.
When I win it at the end of the season, it's going to be still sitting right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you
the honorary,
the new
2G 1B Fantasy Football Championship belt.
And don't worry, there will be a full-on 2G 1B presentation of this belt, whoever the hell wins it.
Whenever it comes around my waist.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
To Two Guys, One
New belt.
Belt.
And it's a lot shinier, like the reflections and the refractions of the facets in this belter. This is our Night of Champions prediction episode. 2015.
5 championship matches and two non-title matches
that nobody cares about.
As of right now, of course, something could always happen.
Let's go ahead and do the soap opera feud first one.
Yeah, first I
want to get that one out of the way.
Start off with Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. Obviously, no Lana for the next few months. This feud has completely gone to the shitter.
My prediction is Dolph's going to win, and then Lana will come back following that, even though she has the broken hand.
Maybe.
They won't be able to do as much with the women. I don't really care about this.
The only thing that I probably will think will happen is they're going to cut off the feud after this.
Hopefully.
And then when Lana comes back, reignite it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they do with Rusev or Dolph after this.
I literally have no idea whatsoever. But I have Rusev winning it since Dolph won it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump into this. Will be a double prediction of sorts.
Yeah, double prediction. Of course, it is the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman versus Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and the mystery partner. At least if you can't think of one person, give us maybe 2 or 3 people you might.
Oh, I know exactly who it is. Bo Dallas, baby! Yeah, baby! That would be perfect, and my life would be complete.
I don't think he would need Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I think he'd beat the Wyatt family by himself. I'm just saying. But if it was not Bo Dallas, who do you think it would be?
Probably Baron Corbin. I mean,
you really think Baron Corbin?
That's what everyone seems to think online. It doesn't seem too far-fetched.
It doesn't seem too far-fetched, no. But it's almost like too hopeful. I'm not saying I'm a huge Baron Corbin guy. I'm not saying I would absolutely love that he's there, but it would be a pretty cool way to bring him in.
Does he deserve to be the guy?
Maybe,
no.
Yeah, well, maybe. But he it's just I don't think they want him up yet.
If it was Baron Corbin, I think the Wyatt family wins.
Really?
I don't think you can put Baron Corbin over.
I think there's one guy that will come in and the Wyatt family would still win, and that's Kane. If they really,
that would be awful.
There is an option going around that Kane might be the guy, and if it is, it would literally make 0 sense. I would like to think it's Baron Corbin. Another guy that pops in my head, Samoa Joe.
Oh, yeah, that would be it.
I think that would be the best option.
I think that would be one way you could have Dean and Roman win.
And then when Samoa Joe comes in, the people that don't know him, they're the least the common fan, the casual fan is still like, oh, at least he's with Dean and Roman.
With the guys we like anyway, so we're going to become a fan of his, which is a smart move, but I don't think it'll be Samoa Joe.
Regardless,
if Samoa Joe does come in, who do you think wins?
Dean. I think it's Dean and Romans and whoever the mystery partner. Most likely are going to win. Just if it is Kane, I'm rooting for the Wyatt family because I don't want Kane in that match at all. The WWE Tag Team Championship, New Day versus the Dudley Boys.
This is a pretty tough one.
This is the toughest one in my personal opinion.
I don't think it's the toughest. I know. What's your outcome?
You know, the real fan of me wants to say the Dudley Boys. I would like to say you can get another reign. The smart Booker and me goes, no, young guys need to keep the belts and everything like that. I really think you go either way. I don't think there's really a bad option as long as the next coming weeks and if the feud does continue. Yeah. You really could go either team here. I want to go the Dudley Boys, though. I am. Really? I'm going to go the Dudley Boys. I think they're going to give them just a month-long reign here. Get them another tag team title reign on the belt.
I'm going to play off of what you were saying earlier, where the New Day are the younger guys. So I think they win at Night of Champions, but then they have a rematch. Is it Hell in a Cell's next?
Yeah, Hell in a Cell.
I think they'll have a rematch at Hell in a Cell, and then the Dudleys.
Regardless who wins, they need to have a rematch at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
because
but
this could last a few months.
Yeah, I think they're kind of doing the same thing that they did with Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. You know, how it was kind of a lead up all the way to WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania they left.
Yeah.
So I think that they're going to kind of do the same thing with that, but I don't think they give them a win this early in the time period they came back. So I think they'll lose to New Day and then potentially win at Hell in a Cell.
And the whole thing with Dudley Boys winning, it keeps them around, obviously, which is what I want. And also, I think they need to be, I don't know if they want to or not, but they need to be waiting for the Usos to come back, because I think Usos and Dudley Boys would be a nice rub for each team.
That's going to bring the tag team division up.
The Intercontinental Championship match.
That just got interesting.
That did just get interesting last week, because I really didn't like the promo segment on Raw. Ryback versus Kevin Owens. Who you got, Zach?
First, I would like to say that I'd rather have it have been a triple threat between Cesaro, Kevin Owens,
I agree.
and Ryback. But I'm still going to choose Kevin Owens because it's time he gets a belt. And obviously, it's not going to be the American Championship belt because Seth Rollins currently has that. And I think this is a perfect way to get him his first belt.
Yes, it is perfect timing for him to win the belt. But something in me says that WWE is not going to give him the belt quite yet. They're going to wait just a little bit because they think they're going to have a few other titles change hands here tonight. They don't want all the titles changing hands.
That'd be cool with me.
Man, cool with me. But have Ryback win the belt. One, continues the feud, which I'm okay with. I'm not saying I'm ecstatic for this feud by any means. I'm okay with continuing the feud, and that means Kevin Owens, I think, personally, should win it on a Monday Night Raw. That's just me personally. I think it'd be a little bit of a bigger deal.
I think it'd be cooler.
Because there's so much other stuff going on this card. If he is in the 10-hour main event, the 10 o'clock main event in a Raw and wins the Intercontinental Championship, it's a bigger deal.
I think he'll win, but one thing that is drawing me back from thinking he's going to win is they kind of threw this together last minute.
Yes.
So you never really know when they throw it last minute.
That's why I think they're not going to give it to him quite yet. This is a match that I'm actually pretty excited for, especially after the match on Monday. It's the Divas Championship match. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte, with the stipulation that if Nikki gets disqualified or counted out, Charlotte still wins. It seems maybe a little too obvious who the winner will be. But who do you think it's going to be?
Going to have to go with the obvious winner, Charlotte.
I agree so.
That's what the whole thing been leading up to it, for breaking the streak of AJ Lee. And obviously, I think that 100 days in, they're like, oh, shit, why did we choose Nikki? Because was it 2 months ago when the whole Divas Revolution thing happened?
Well, like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, it was like a month and a half. So you knew Nikki's reign was coming to an end, and then you knew that they were bringing up all these great talents from NXT. So you had to give it to one of the new talents coming up to make them look like they're actually a big deal.
Record's now broken. There's no reason Charlotte shouldn't win the championship on Sunday.
Definitely.
It's going to be right. I don't think there should be anyone on the outside. I would like to just see a straight-up one-on-one match. Charlotte wins clean. Rick comes out, celebrates with her. Just make it – just don't
you could
fucking shove other people in this and think that it's okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Because it's Charlotte's moment.
It's going to be some sort of screwy finish that Charlotte gets her way out of, something with the Bella Twins, and then that'll be good.
Here we go. Balls up time. We talked about
Nut up or shut up, right?
We talked about it a few weeks ago. The dual championship match. We didn't quite get predictions. We kind of just dug in.
Yeah, we held back. We held back.
But
for this episode,
I need a straightforward prediction. Let's start with the United States Championship match. Seth Rollins, John Cena.
My prediction is John Cena comes out winner of the United States Championship.
But how?
Just a clean finish.
You just attitude adjustment, 1, 2, 3.
Yep, 5 moves of doom.
Oh my god.
That's how highly I think of this match.
That is not how I want to see it happen.
That's not how I want it to, but that's what I think is going to happen. That is my prediction.
I think the only thing I came up with, because if they're going to have Cena win clean, they might as well just save it for Raw.
Yeah.
Because he beat Cena. Cena beat him clean a month and a half ago before SummerSlam, clean on Raw. Don't do it on a pay-per-view, especially like this when he already has another championship match tonight. There's no reason for John Cena to just straight up attitude adjustment win. So I think Sting somehow causes a distraction for Seth. Then Cena wins that.
That's pretty good.
I think that's a little bit easier. And then Sting, obviously with that involvement, Seth's more pissed off. You can continue a story throughout the pay-per-view, leading to the main event. And we'll go to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins versus the Icon Sting. All the marbles on the line, the world title.
I'm excited for this match.
I'm actually very excited. I think this is actually going to be a really good match, too. After how I saw Sting move on Monday and everything like that, this could be a fantastic
First tune-up match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Give me straightforward.
I'm going to go with, it looks like Seth Rollins is going to win the match. And guess who comes out and distracts him? Sheamus. And then Sting, just to tease him, and then Sting wins it. And then, at the end of the night, is Sheamus going to cash in, or is he not on Sting? And eventually he doesn't.
So you think Sting?
So I think Sting's going to win, and there's going to be a tease of a cash in, but the cash in won't happen.
That would create a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
I think if you want something exciting out of this, you do have Seth lose both titles. If you want something to run along, especially storyline-wise, something to run along with all football season, I'm not saying it would be great, but having Seth lose both titles would not be a bad option here.
Then I think eventually he parts ways with the Authority and goes on by himself. Because he's going to blame the Authority for losing both titles. And
I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
I'd like to see him try to carry himself.
My prediction is I do have Seth Rollins winning. If I had to take a guess, it would be something with Triple H getting involved actually on his side. But I don't even know for sure. But I think Seth's going to win. The whole thing, it's in the back of my head. CM Punk, 434. CM Punk, 434.
Yeah.
They did it with AJ. They might want to do it for Punk. And obviously, Seth's already on a 200-some-day reign or something like that, 100, 180 or whatever it is.
I think you could, and I think he'd be the great guy to do it. But
it's always in the back of my head. That's why I always think he is going to retain, because they maybe want to get that record out of there.
And
I don't know.
He's been a fighting champion the whole time. So,
yes.
I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for him to continue to keep it for that long. Just being Seth Rollins and being on the Authority might be able to help him, though. But I don't know.
And there's always a thing, the ratings are low right now, and he's champion. So maybe if Sting wins the championship, maybe more ratings. I'm not big on ratings myself. I don't really care about the ratings. It's about what you put on a TV. But I like Seth. You like Sting. I think we both like Cena.
Yeah.
But this could actually be a solid pay-per-view. What are your thoughts overall? How do you think Night of Champions will go?
Overall,
will you be at 11 o'clock? Will you be satisfied?
Probably not as much as I want to be. I have really high expectations for this pay-per-view.
Really?
It's probably one of the better pay-per-views out there, seeing as every championship has to be defended.
True.
So it's it's not as good as like some of the ones like Hell in a Cell, where there's cell matches, or the Royal Rumble.
In the past 3 years, they've tried to make this a very big pay-per-view.
I think it has definitely potential. I'm not sure where they're at, because honestly, when I watch pay-per-views, the crowd reaction really does help out a lot more than a Raw.
And they're in Texas, so I mean,
that's pretty.
Texas fans are pretty good. I don't know how great, it's in Houston, Texas. I don't know how great that crowd will be. We never know until we're watching.
Yeah,
but
my expectations on a scale of 10 would be an 8 or 9 for this match, or this pay-per-view. I'm sorry.
An 8 or 9 at expectation. My expectation is probably an 8 tops. All right, that's it for us. Next week, though, we will be bringing you a huge, big-time video from 2G1B.
We're not going to let you know. We're going to let it be a surprise.
We're going to let it be a huge old surprise.